got the whole world in his hands. He's 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 got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Good morning, class. This month we're talking about the word share. S-H-A-R-E. That could mean sharing our food, sharing our clothes, sharing our money, sharing cards to make people feel good who might be lonely that day. And it's talking about sharing the stories we know about Jesus and God that we learn in the Bible. Let's look in our cube today to see what the clue is about our story. Oh, it's some chicken. We're going to be talking about sharing food today. So remember, after Jesus died and came alive again, and then went up to live with God in heaven, he told his disciples to share the news they knew about God and Jesus. And the people that they told were called believers. They believed in God and Jesus. And these early believers all lived in the same place. They shared their food and their clothes and their money with each other. And most of all, they shared the stories. So let me read you about these early believers. Every time you hear the word share, I want you to stand up and then sit down again. So listen to the story. Today's Bible story is from the book called Acts. The book of Acts describes the life of the early believers. The believers met together often. They shared everything they had. They would sell their possessions and give the money to whomever needed it. They ate together in one another's homes, and they shared their food happily and freely. Many people liked them, and the number of believers grew. In the beginning, the believers came together as a community to support one another. They emphasized teaching, fellowship, sharing, and prayer. The result was that no one was in need. As Christians today, we are called to share what we have with those in need. The way the early believers shared things tells us that we should share too. Even young children can discover the joy of sharing with others. Young children can begin to understand that caring and sharing for all people, even in the smallest way, is possible. There are so many people who do not have basic human needs. Whatever we have to share will be needed by someone. A simple card of love can mean so much to someone who is lonely. So discover what you can do to share. So look in your packet and you'll find this picture. Look at the ways these children are sharing. They're sharing their food, they're sharing their toys, they're sharing flowers, they're sharing work. See, they're mopping the floor together. So have your parents help you punch these out and you can play the sharing game. See you next week. Bye.